Have you ever found yourself in a moment of intimacy, only to feel a sudden wave of panic when things don't go as planned? Maybe your body isn't responding the way you expected, and that can lead to frustration or embarrassment. But here's the thing, you're definitely not alone in this experience. In fact, many men go through similar moments, yet these feelings often remain unspoken. It's essential to recognize that this situation doesn't define your masculinity or your worth in a relationship. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. Your support means a lot, so if you find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up to help spread our message. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Have you ever found yourself in an intimate moment, ready to fully engage with your partner, but then something unexpected happens? The body doesn't respond as you anticipated, and the penis doesn't become erect. Suddenly, you might feel a wave of frustration, confusion, or even embarrassment wash over you. If this experience sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, this situation is far more common than most people talk about. It's something many men go through at some point in their lives, yet it often carries a sense of isolation or shame. But here's the truth. These moments, while uncomfortable, don't define you as a man. They don't dictate your worth, your masculinity, or the quality of your relationship with your partner. In today's video, we're diving deep into this topic to provide thoughtful, compassionate advice on what to do when the penis doesn't get hard. It's easy to let anxiety take over when things don't go as planned, especially in a moment as vulnerable as sex. But what truly matters is how you handle the situation when it arises. We'll explore ways to remain calm, nurture the connection with your partner, and ensure that intimacy doesn't falter, even when your body isn't cooperating the way you expected. It's important to remember that sexuality is about so much more than just penetration or physical performance. While society often places a huge emphasis on the mechanics of sex, the true essence of intimacy goes far beyond that. At its core, sexuality is a rich tapestry woven from emotional closeness, communication, affection, and the small, shared moments that bind you and your partner together. Often, we're led to believe that our self-worth, particularly as men, is tied to our physical capabilities, but intimacy is much deeper than that. The moments you share with your partner, being present, showing love, and creating memories, are what truly matter. In those unexpected moments when your erection doesn't happen, the key is not to panic. While it's natural to feel a pang of disappointment or frustration, the way you react can shape the entire experience. Staying calm is crucial. By taking a deep breath and avoiding the urge to force anything, you can shift the energy from one of stress to one of openness and connection. Focus on creating a relaxed, intimate atmosphere where both you and your partner feel comfortable. This moment doesn't need to be about performance. It can be about emotional connection and discovering new ways to enjoy each other. When you stay calm and collected, it sends a powerful message to your partner. It creates an environment of trust and comfort. If you become anxious or try to hide the issue, it can create unnecessary tension between you. Instead, be open and honest, but in a light-hearted way. For example, you could say, "Looks like we've got a bit of a technical issue today, but that's okay, we can still have fun together." Humor can be an excellent tool to ease the pressure and shift the focus away from the problem. It shows your partner that you're comfortable in your skin and that the moment is still special, even if it doesn't unfold exactly as expected. This is also an opportunity to explore new forms of pleasure. When the focus shifts from penetration to other ways of connecting, you might discover just how rich and fulfilling intimacy can be. There are countless ways to maintain closeness and share pleasurable experiences, through touch, kisses, caresses, and even oral sex. Exploring your partner's body with gentle, affectionate gestures can deepen your bond and create an experience that's just as satisfying, if not more so, than traditional intercourse. Many people find that these moments of physical exploration and emotional closeness are some of the most intimate and rewarding. It's important to remember that, for many women, the lack of an erection is not a major concern. What matters most to them is the emotional connection, the closeness, and the effort you put into making the moment enjoyable. Often, men put more pressure on themselves in these situations than their partners do. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you need to perform a certain way or meet specific expectations. But in reality, most women value the time spent together, the emotional intimacy, and the overall experience much more than whether or not everything went perfectly. By staying present, attentive, and loving, you can create a meaningful, enjoyable encounter regardless of physical challenges. Think of it this way. Imagine you're at a social event, like a dinner party, and suddenly you spill your drink. The initial instinct may be to feel embarrassed, but if you laugh it off, clean it up, and continue enjoying the evening, it becomes a small, forgettable blip in an otherwise enjoyable time. The same logic applies to sex. When an erection doesn't happen, it might feel like a big deal in the moment, but how you respond can turn it into something minor, or even memorable in a positive way. A relaxed, light-hearted attitude can make all the difference and help both you and your partner move forward without stress. One powerful alternative in these situations is oral sex. This form of intimacy allows you to focus on your partner's pleasure in a different, deeply personal way. Many women find oral sex incredibly satisfying, and for some, it can lead to even more intense pleasure than traditional intercourse. By shifting your attention to this kind of stimulation, you're not only showing that you're still fully engaged and invested in your partner's experience, but you're also creating an opportunity for her to enjoy a unique and highly pleasurable moment. Exploring oral sex or other forms of foreplay can open up new dimensions of pleasure that both of you may not have fully explored before. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Ultimately, what really matters in these moments is how you handle them. Staying calm, being open, and focusing on the connection with your partner will allow you to move through these experiences with grace and ease. Rather than seeing a lack of erection as a problem or failure, view it as an opportunity to connect in new ways, to explore different aspects of intimacy, and to show your partner that your bond goes far beyond the physical. Before we dive deeper into the details of handling this situation, I want to remind you to subscribe to our channel. Especially if you're over 50 and navigating the complexities of love, sex, and relationships later in life. We have so much valuable content that can help you enhance your intimate life and find deeper satisfaction. We're here to support you with expert advice, practical tips, and compassionate guidance that will help you enjoy a fulfilling, love-filled life. And if you're finding this content helpful, don't forget to hit that like button to show your support. There's an incredible sense of freedom that comes with realizing your identity and strength as a man are not solely determined by your ability to achieve an erection. Society places immense pressure on this singular aspect of male sexuality, often leading men to feel as if their worth hinges on their physical performance. However, true masculinity is far more nuanced and multifaceted than that. It encompasses your capacity to care for others, the ways you express love, and the emotional bonds you cultivate with your partner. These qualities far outweigh any temporary physical challenges you may face. Imagine your sexual life as a beautifully engineered vehicle, composed of many essential components that work in harmony to create a fulfilling experience. This vehicle includes emotional connection, physical touch, trust, desire, and open communication. Just like any finely tuned machine, sometimes things might not work perfectly. Perhaps a tire goes flat or the engine sputters. Does that mean the entire vehicle is no longer functional? Of course not. You simply address the issue and continue your journey. The same applies to intimacy. When an erection doesn't occur as expected, it doesn't ruin your entire sexual experience. Instead, it presents an opportunity to approach intimacy from a different angle, one that could even strengthen your bond with your partner. At the heart of intimacy lies the understanding that it isn't solely about getting things right physically. Intimacy is about vulnerability, being present, and supporting each other as you navigate life's challenges together. When you approach these moments with openness and patience, you may find that the connection between you and your partner becomes even more profound. Facing these challenges together can deepen your emotional ties and enhance the resilience of your relationship, turning potential frustrations into moments of growth. So, the next time you encounter a situation where your body doesn't respond as you had hoped, take a moment to breathe and remind yourself that it's completely okay. Don't allow one moment to dictate your confidence or your connection with your partner. Instead, use it as an opportunity to explore alternative forms of intimacy. This could involve gentle touches, heartfelt conversations, or simply being present with each other in a comforting embrace. Every relationship and every sexual experience is unique, and there is no one right way to experience pleasure together. What truly matters is that both of you are engaged, connected, and enjoying each other's company. Remember, your value as a partner, and as a man, is not defined by what happens in the bedroom. Your worth is reflected in your kindness, your capacity for love, and the genuine effort you invest in your relationship. Together, you and your partner can face any challenge that comes your way. Through this shared journey, you'll discover new ways to connect, share joy, and experience intimacy. Additionally, it's vital to cultivate a mindset that prioritizes emotional intimacy and understanding over physical performance. When you can shift the focus from achieving an erection to enhancing your emotional bond, you open up a world of possibilities. Think of intimacy as a vast landscape of shared experiences, where the journey is just as important as the destination. Explore this landscape with your partner, discovering new paths that lead to connection, joy, and fulfillment. In closing, always remember that true intimacy is about more than physicality. It's about emotional closeness, trust, and the willingness to be vulnerable with one another. If this message resonates with you, please take a moment to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more enriching content. We're here to support you on your journey as you continue to build a life filled with love, confidence, and meaningful connection. Together, you and your partner can navigate any challenges that arise, and through it all, you'll find deeper joy and intimacy in your relationship. When it comes to your sex life, it's essential to view it through the same lens as other aspects of your daily routine. Sometimes, things simply don't go according to plan, and that's completely acceptable. For instance, if one day the tire of your sexual performance doesn't operate as you had hoped, and your penis doesn't become erect, it doesn't mean you're fundamentally flawed or incapable. Many factors can influence this scenario. Perhaps you've had an incredibly stressful day at work, family responsibilities are weighing heavily on your mind, or you're just feeling worn out. Even something as simple as having a heavy meal can play a role. It's important to recognize that these moments are just small, temporary setbacks in the broader picture of your sexual health and masculinity. Understanding this perspective is crucial for fostering a healthy view of intimacy. A satisfying sexual experience isn't solely reliant on penetration or physical performance. Sexuality is a rich and complex landscape that encompasses many ways to connect with your partner. There are countless forms of intimacy to explore: gentle caresses, passionate kisses, shared laughter, and yes, oral sex. Each of these can be equally, if not more, meaningful than traditional intercourse. They allow both you and your partner to immerse yourselves in each other's presence, creating profound and fulfilling moments of intimacy. Here's a key insight. For most women, the absence of an erection is not the monumental concern that many men think it is. What truly matters is your presence, attention, and emotional connection during intimate moments. Often, the pressure we place on ourselves is what amplifies the situation, causing us to feel inadequate or worry that we're letting our partners down. In truth, what women often value most is the effort and care you put into the relationship, the closeness you cultivate, and your willingness to explore various forms of pleasure together. They appreciate emotional intimacy and tenderness far more than the specifics of physical performance. To reframe your approach, try shifting the focus from performance to connection. When you embrace this mindset, you might discover that intimacy can blossom in unexpected and beautiful ways. By being fully present and attentive to your partner, You create a safe space for exploration and enjoyment without the burden of rigid expectations. This openness can lead to richer, more rewarding experiences and deepen the emotional bond you share. In those moments when physical performance may not go as planned, lean into the alternative forms of connection available to you. Engage in playful conversations, explore each other's bodies with gentle touches, or simply relish the comfort of being close together. Intimacy is not merely about reaching a destination. It's about the journey of exploration, understanding, and love that you embark on together. Prioritizing emotional closeness over physical performance can enhance your sexual experiences and strengthen your relationship in meaningful ways. Moreover, it's essential to cultivate a mindset that embraces the ebb and flow of intimacy. Setbacks are a natural part of life and intimacy, and they shouldn't shake your confidence or connection with your partner. Instead, approach these situations with a sense of calm and reassurance. Use them as opportunities for open and honest communication. This kind of vulnerability can enhance your bond, allowing both you and your partner to navigate challenges together, strengthening your relationship in the process. Finally, remind yourself that intimacy is a shared experience, and it thrives on mutual effort and understanding. By focusing on nurturing that bond, you'll find that every encounter can be fulfilling and rewarding, regardless of any physical challenges that may arise. Embrace the journey of intimacy, knowing that it's built on emotional connection and shared experiences that go beyond the physical. In doing so, you'll cultivate a relationship rich in love, trust, and mutual satisfaction, allowing you and your partner to flourish together in every aspect of your intimacy. Imagine this: you're at a vibrant party, dancing with abandon, completely lost in the rhythm and joy of the moment. Suddenly, you trip and stumble, feeling a rush of embarrassment as you hit the floor. But instead of letting that moment define your evening, you quickly get back on your feet, flash a smile, and laugh it off. The mishap turns into a light-hearted anecdote you can share with friends, a funny story that adds to the tapestry of the night. This scenario illustrates a powerful lesson that can easily be applied to your sexual experiences. When it comes to intimacy, if an erection doesn't occur as expected, it can initially feel like a significant setback. Yet, if you approach the situation with calmness, confidence, and a sprinkle of humor, you can transform what might have been an uncomfortable moment into an opportunity for connection. Rather than allowing the moment to spiral into embarrassment, embracing it with a relaxed attitude can help you and your partner shift focus. You can seamlessly transition into other forms of intimacy, ensuring that both of you feel cherished and satisfied, regardless of any physical challenges. The key to navigating these situations lies in your ability to respond with grace and confidence. Sexual performance should never be the sole measure of intimacy or dictate your self-worth. Relationships are about more than just physical encounters. They encompass a rich array of experiences and emotions. There are countless ways to share intimacy that do not hinge on a perfect physical response. Whether it's through gentle caresses, passionate kisses, or meaningful conversations, these moments can foster deep connections that transcend physicality. Consider that sometimes, it's during these imperfect moments that true intimacy emerges. When you and your partner face a challenge together, it can open the door to greater emotional closeness and vulnerability. Instead of being disheartened by a fleeting physical issue, you have the chance to connect in ways that are more profound. Emotional understanding and mutual support become the cornerstones of your relationship, reinforcing your bond. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where your body isn't cooperating, take a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself that it's okay. This is just a minor hiccup. It doesn't define you or your ability to be a loving partner. Embrace the experience for what it is, perhaps share a laugh, and redirect your energy toward nurturing the connection you share. You can still create fulfilling moments that leave both you and your partner feeling valued and connected. Ultimately, what truly makes someone a great lover isn't the ability to achieve perfection every time. It's the capacity to adapt, to show emotional availability, and to prioritize your partner's needs and desires in thoughtful and imaginative ways. Sexuality is not a rigid test you need to pass. It's a fluid journey filled with exploration and discovery. Embrace this journey with openness and a sense of adventure. recognizing that your value as a man encompasses so much more than a single moment. In this journey of intimacy, focus on the shared experiences that draw you closer together. Engage in deeper conversations that explore each other's desires and fears, share tender moments that ignite passion, and create a safe space where both of you feel free to express yourselves fully. The depth of your relationship is built on trust, understanding, and a willingness to embrace one another completely, imperfections included. When you prioritize these aspects, you foster an environment where intimacy can flourish. By cultivating acceptance and flexibility, you allow for a richer, more fulfilling sexual experience, one that celebrates the unique connection you share and the love that binds you together. So the next time you face a challenge in the bedroom, remember, it's not just about the physical act, but about the journey you take together, creating memories that will strengthen your bond and enhance your intimacy for years to come. When you find yourself in an intimate moment and realize that your erection isn't as strong as you had hoped, the first and most crucial thing to do is remain calm. It's natural to feel frustrated or even a bit embarrassed, but letting anxiety take over will only make things worse. Stress has a way of magnifying problems, making them seem far bigger than they actually are. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that this situation is much more common than people talk about. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you, nor does it reflect your masculinity or ability as a partner. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Your reaction in this moment can change the entire atmosphere. If you remain composed and relaxed, you're already setting the stage for a better outcome. Don't rush to fix the issue or force things to happen. Instead, embrace the opportunity to slow down and focus on other elements of intimacy. It's not always about penetration or achieving an erection. There's so much more to a fulfilling sexual experience than that, and this could be a moment to deepen your connection in unexpected ways. Being calm in these situations also helps to create a safe and comfortable environment for both you and your partner. If you start to panic or feel insecure, that anxiety can quickly become contagious, making your partner feel uncomfortable as well. On the other hand, if you show that you're at ease, it reassures your partner that everything is okay, and this helps to keep the moment light and enjoyable. It's also important to be open with your partner. Don't try to hide what's going on or pretend like nothing's happening. Honesty, delivered in a kind and light-hearted way, can be incredibly powerful. You might say something like, "Looks like we're having a little technical hiccup, but let's see where the night takes us anyway." This not only breaks the tension, but also shifts the focus away from the problem. It shows your partner that you're still engaged, that you're not making a big deal out of it, and that you're willing to enjoy the moment in other ways. Believe it or not, many women don't view the lack of an erection as a major issue. They often care much more about emotional connection, the effort you're putting into the experience, and the intimacy you're sharing. For them, the importance of sex isn't solely tied to penetration. It's about feeling loved, cared for, and close to their partner. Your insecurity or stress about not having an erection may seem like a big deal to you, but for many women, it's not the main focus. What matters more is how present you are with them, how much effort you're putting into making them feel good, and how you're communicating through touch, words, and actions. Instead of fixating on what isn't happening, use this moment to explore different forms of intimacy. Think of it as a chance to be creative, to rediscover your partner's body in new ways, and to connect emotionally. Focus on caresses, gentle touches, kisses, and other ways of showing affection. Intimacy is so much broader than we often give it credit for, and sometimes these quieter, slower moments are the most powerful ones. You can also use humor to ease any tension. You don't need to make jokes, but a positive, light-hearted attitude can go a long way. If you treat the situation with humor and acceptance, it diffuses the awkwardness and helps both of you relax. This can turn what might have been an uncomfortable moment into one that you'll both look back on with a smile. Laughing together or simply acknowledging that things don't always go perfectly can strengthen your bond and make your relationship even more resilient. The key takeaway here is that when something unexpected happens, like an erection not going as planned, it's not the end of the world. Far from it. This is simply an opportunity to approach intimacy from a different angle. How you handle the situation says far more about you as a partner than whether or not your body is cooperating in that particular moment. By staying calm, being open, and keeping the focus on your connection with your partner, you can turn what might seem like a setback into an opportunity for deeper closeness. Think about it like this. Imagine you're playing a board game with a group of friends, and suddenly one of the key pieces breaks or goes missing. Do you give up and stop playing? Of course not. You improvise. Maybe you use another object as a stand-in for the missing piece, or you adjust the game in some way. You keep playing, and often, these unexpected moments make the game more memorable and fun. The same logic applies to sex. If an erection doesn't happen, think of it as a temporary setback, not the end of the game. There are still countless ways to enjoy the moment and connect with your partner. One excellent alternative is oral sex. Many women find immense pleasure and satisfaction from oral sex, and for some, it's even easier to reach orgasm this way than through penetration. By using your mouth and tongue, you can give your partner an incredibly intimate and pleasurable experience that may even exceed what they expected from traditional intercourse. Exploring oral sex or other forms of foreplay can open up new dimensions of pleasure for both of you. In the end, what really matters is how you face these challenges. Rather than letting them derail your confidence, see them as opportunities to connect with your partner in different ways. Every couple faces moments where things don't go exactly as planned, but it's how you react that can make all the difference. By staying calm, being honest, and focusing on creating a positive, intimate atmosphere, you can turn any situation into a moment of deeper connection and joy. Sexuality is about far more than physical performance. It's about emotional closeness, mutual trust, and shared pleasure. Whether or not an erection happens, you can still have a deeply satisfying experience that strengthens your bond and leaves both of you feeling happy and fulfilled. So when the unexpected occurs, remember to relax, embrace the moment, and explore all the wonderful ways to maintain intimacy with your partner. The technique involves exploring her body with your tongue, and every woman reacts uniquely. Pay attention to how she responds and adjust your movements as needed. To start, begin with soft and slow touches, exploring different areas and observing her reactions. Don't worry about following a script. What's important is paying attention to your partner's responses and adapting your technique accordingly. Have you ever found yourself enveloped in a moment of intimacy, only to be abruptly jolted by the realization that your body isn't responding as you had envisioned? The sudden wave of anxiety washes over you, and a mix of frustration, embarrassment, and self-doubt grips your heart. You might feel isolated in that moment, as if you're the only one facing such vulnerability. But let me assure you, you are far from alone in this experience. Many men grapple with similar feelings of inadequacy and confusion, yet these intimate struggles often remain shrouded in silence, buried beneath societal expectations. It's crucial to understand that these fleeting moments do not define your masculinity or diminish your worth as a partner. They are simply part of the complex tapestry of human intimacy, woven with both triumphs and challenges. In today's video, we're embarking on a heartfelt exploration of how to navigate these unexpected situations with grace, compassion, and unwavering openness. We will delve into the importance of emotional connection, focusing on how to maintain that delicate bond with your partner, even when things don't unfold as planned. By the end of this discussion, you will be equipped with practical, empowering strategies to transform what could be perceived as setbacks into profound opportunities for deeper connection and understanding. This isn't just advice, it's a lifeline for anyone seeking to enrich their intimate relationships and cultivate a more fulfilling love life. So, I invite you to stay with us as we unravel this intricate subject together. Your journey toward greater intimacy and emotional richness starts here.